guys, let me just continue this gist from my previous video because I feel like it will make better sense if there's a connection. What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Evangeline Easy and it's good to have you here. So when we finally settled into our apartment and all of that, the next big thing that was on my mind was, where am I going to have my baby? Like, let's figure this out because we're close to the end of the pregnancy and things are getting real. So we checked online, checked IMAP and found so many hospitals, but most of them were like 40 minutes to 1 hour away from where we stay. And you guys, I was like, no, that's way too far because a lot can happen in 40 minutes. I really was looking for somewhere that's like 20 minutes to 15 to 20 minutes away from where I was staying. So guys, eventually we went downstairs and found this lovely lady. Her name is Jenny. That's her English name, the name she gave us, because I mean we couldn't pronounce her Chinese name. And she referred us to 2 to 3 places, and we checked them out and saw that okay, these places are not so bad, but they were pretty above our budget. So eventually we found this maternity hospital that I mean, it ticked all the boxes for us. It wasn't too far from the house and it was pretty neat. It was a government hospital and everything was just, everything was just all right. So day one, we went. When we got there, yes, oh, aliens in the house, white government has arrived and all of that drama happened. But moving on to the real details, because I'm making this video for all of those people who you're probably in China or you're going to be going to China and you don't know what to expect. Because I didn't really know what to expect when I was going. I also searched online to find people of color who have had babies in China, and I only found one helpful video. Shout out to Gloria EJ. But then I was like, okay, I'll probably just remember my experience and try to document a bit so that I can share, and then there will be more materials online for people of color who would like to have their babies in China. So guys, when we got there, we moved on, went to the counter and like, what's up, this is what we want to do and all, but she didn't understand any bit of English, so we tried to use the translating app and she got why we were there. And then she kind of like called another lady who supposedly is supposed to understand English, but I mean her English was you, me, follow me, you go, but then she was really helpful because she was patient and all of that. So that day they asked for my hospital record and I was like, you guys don't know where I'm coming from. I'm coming from Nigeria. They did not give me any hospital record. So they were like, okay, they will have to check, they will have to check everything to know where I'm at and to know what they are working with. So eventually they took blood samples. Surprisingly, guys, they took about 9 of those tubes. Those tubes that they use to take blood samples. They took 6 to 9 of those because I was like, guys, what are we checking? Yes, kilo de gangan. What are we checking? Like, what is so deep that we're checking like this? But guys, it was really deep for them because they checked and checked and checked and checked and checked everything. They did urinalysis, the blood test, scan, everything, my height, my weight, my this, my every single thing they checked on that day one. So after that day, they were like, okay, I should come back in a month's time. That month's time when I went, I still did like the regular. So I found out that the regular thing was go get a ticket, check your blood pressure, check your weight, see the doctor. If there's anything you need to do for that day, the doctor will tell you, and after that you're good to go. Do you understand? So but on that first day, it was more than that. In fact, we were in the hospital for a long time and it was the price was a lot. Like the money we spent that it was a lot. But the doctor was like, oh, I shouldn't worry, that the next time I come, I'm just going to spend a few like UN, it was not going to be that much. I was like, okay, fingers crossed, let's see what's going to happen the next day. So that next time I went to the hospital, I started by collecting the tickets. So when I got to the counter, the lady wasn't so like the first time. She was more welcoming, and then she gave me a ticket. I paid for the ticket and then went upstairs. When I got upstairs, I now put, like, there's a machine where you put your ticket to like pay for it and all of that. You have to pay the money before you start your process. So the first thing you do is to check your weight and then check your blood pressure. I did that. I mean, that one you have to do it unassisted. It's not like the machine is just there, so you just do your thing. Then from there, you go to wait for your turn to see the doctor. When I saw the doctor, this is where the drama begins, guys. Because with my first pregnancy, I had an emergency C-section, and I was determined to not do that with my second pregnancy. Not because it is crazy or anything bad, but I just wanted to know, like, there's nothing wrong with me, so I should be able to, go there, do this, take this other route. Do you understand? So when I got to see the doctor, the first time I saw that doctor, the lady was like, okay, you know how they will check the length of your baby, check how the baby is sitting and all of that. That's when the drama started. The woman was like, oh, that's because I started to ask them, what is delivery like? Is the delivery going to be done in this building or no? But no, it's not like that in that vicinity. I mean, the place where I used to go for my prenatal care was for prenatal care. The whole building was just for prenatal care. So they have another building that is where you go to deliver your baby, and then the neonatal ward. Then they have a separate building where you go for rehabilitation. I mean, your postnatal care, they help your pelvic, check your lactation and all of those. They have a separate building for that. So I really needed to know, like, where would I go to when the action begins, or when it's time for action, you get? And then how much do I need to prepare before that day, or do I need to prepare for that day? So the first things first, the doctor was like, that me, operation, surgery, like she used the word surgery, like they know a bit of English, especially their heads, like the main doctors know a bit of English. So she was trying to like tell me that, oh, I've had a C-section before, so I'm going to have a C-section again. And I was like, hold up, no, I'm not going to have a C-section again. And then she was like, oh, that I'll have to do this. Oh, I just kept quiet that first because I didn't really want to, I don't want the next time when I come, they will be avoiding me or something. So I just listened to what she had to say that day. And then she was like, oh, there will be risk of ruptured uterine something. How we find the English and put it somewhere, that there's a risk for that to happen, and what it's a risk of either losing the mother or the child and so like. And in my mind I was like, Holy Ghost fire, Holy Ghost fire. But I started listening to what she had to say, and then after that I left that day. After everything I needed to do that day, I left, and I had to do my research because with my second pregnancy, I knew a lot. Like I researched a lot, and thankfully, you guys, please, if you're pregnant, research, learn. It will help you. It will really help you, because I tried to like find out like so many things. Let's see where we're headed. Like, let me know what is possible for me, because I didn't want to undergo surgery again. One of the reasons why I didn't want to undergo surgery again is because we're going to be doing this by ourselves. Like, do you get? It was going to be myself and my husband. So I needed to be able to be up and going after not too long, if you get what I mean. So on my next antenatal visit, you guys, we did the whole normal process again, you know, go here, go there, go here, go there. And then when I needed to see the doctor, you guys, I experienced my first, would I say racism or whatever that thing that woman did was she didn't even want to see me. Like, as she lifted up her head and saw somebody that didn't look like her, she was like, she started talking to the nurse, because they always have, like, I think a student nurse or a student doctor, whatever, close to them, so they like work hand in hand. She turned to the lady there and she was just saying so many things. This lady didn't look at me. Even when I tried to like tell her stuff, like I typed the stuff on my phone for it to translate and then show to her, which is how I was communicating with every doctor that I met, she didn't want to look at it. She was just really hostile. And in my mind, I was like, excuse me, like, waiting be this way you they do? Shift and see move. So the lady that was assigned to me that day, like, her name is Christy. The another nurse, I think she's a nurse or a doctor, I don't know. But she was assigned to me, like, to take me around because she understands a bit of English, you get. And she was like, she just like made me come outside from that room, and that I should just hold on, that she would put me through on what's going on. I mean, that doctor, may God visit her, she was very hostile that day. But moving on, I saw everything, and then the doctor told the lady to tell me that I would have to have a C-section. Like, they kept on insisting on C-section, C-section, C-section. And I'm like, there is nothing wrong with me. Like, I'm fine. My last kid is about three years plus. Like, I mean, Fano is going to be 4 years next month. So, and his brother is going to be six months this month. So it's been a long time since I had my last pregnancy, and I had seen and known from my research that you need like a long shift for you to be able to have a VBAC. VBAC is like vaginal birth after C-section. So I was like, okay, I have time and there's nothing wrong with me. I'm not too old. I'm not 30. Let me not say too old. I'm sorry. I'm not 35 yet. So I can't do this. Like, it's possible for me to have vaginal delivery. But that particular lady that day, she was just one kind. I went on with whatever I had to do that day. So that's doctor and her drama that she did that day, and she just kept on, like, she just told me off, like, that I was going to do a C-section, and that is it, that they cannot risk any emergency or things going wrong and all. So I just took whatever they said that day and relaxed myself. Though before I left, the lady that was assigned to me to put me through the day, she told me that if I'm insisting on having a vaginal delivery, that on my next visit I should request to see the head, like the head of that department, the head of that place, that she would check me and tell me what to do next. And then I was like, great. So apparently the head was supposed to be around that next visit, which is the week later, and that was in my, I think, 36th week. So when I got there that day, the head, she was quite nice and welcoming. And then when it was time for her to check me, like, she had seen in my record, because I think Christy told the lady to like put it in my record that this is what I'd like to do, like, you know, like a brief on what I want and what I've requested for and all of that. So she checked me that day, like the measurement, maybe where the head is and everything, checked my cervix, and was like, okay, that everything is fine, but that she would not advise me to go through the route of vaginal delivery. And I was like, you guys, not again. I'm settled, like, my mind is settled that I'm going to have this baby. Except, like, when I say except, I mean except, like, there's like an emergency, and just like what happened with my first son. But I was so sure that God had finalized this aspect of my pregnancy journey, and that there wasn't going to be any complications at all. So she was like, okay, okay, if that's what I want to do, that I should go ahead with it, and what, because my cervix is soft enough, and that everything was all right. So she was like, okay, that I should move on with that day's activities, which was going to a room. I mean, there's a room where you go to relax for like 25 to 30 minutes while they watch your baby's activities. So when I got to that room, you guys, just like what happened the previous visit, which was like I think a week ago, the the whole thing turned out that my baby was contracting. Like the boy was tired of staying in there. He kept on, like it was just happening. The nurse came out, was like, oh, boo how, like my result not good. I was like, not good, what do you mean? And but she couldn't explain to me, because she was like, I should just go to see the doctor, that the doctor would explain to me. So I had to go back to that doctor, and then she told me that I was already having contractions. I was like, where? How? With who? From where? So she was like, okay, that it's not so strong, and it's not very frequent, so that I should just go home and take things easy, and that if it persists, I should come back to the hospital. She added me to her WeChat, and stuff like that, so I can easily tell her whatever I'm experiencing. So after that day, the next visit was supposed to be in another week, which was my 37th week, and the same thing happened. Like I was still having contractions. And she was like, oh, this is still happening, that I should be very careful and all. I was like, okay, it's all right. And then me, Kuma, that doesn't hear what, I would still like continue the activities, my pelvic floor exercise and all of that. I think I would do another video that has like the little things I did that really helped me to like have smooth labor. You get, I'll make another video, maybe a short or something like that. So guys, honestly, to summarize everything, my prenatal experience wasn't so bad. It was good. I would give it a 6/10. It was 6, no? I'll give it a 7/10. It was good. 7 just because, I mean, the language barrier, which is not their fault. I mean, it's their country and it's their culture, so it's not their business if you don't understand. It's their language, you get. But 7/10 because the place was really neat. Like for a government hospital, comparing it to my motherland, it was very neat. Like I would find some clips of how this hospital looked and then put it up for you guys to see. It was really, really, really neat. The staff, they did their job. In fact, everything was just all right. When you go for scans, they don't look at you too much. Like when you go for scans, they don't tell you the gender of your baby. I mean, it is illegal in China actually to tell a mother or a mom to be the gender of her unborn child. They make you wait, or they let you wait until the day you have the child, and then you see whatever God has given to you. So all of that, like the whole experience was nice. They were quite nice, especially those ladies that they used to give me to carry me around. In fact, there was one of the days when they were trying to check my baby's movement and all, and they really weren't getting anything, so I had to like wait back. The place where they kept me to wait, like she brought me snacks. It was just quite hospitable, and I really loved everything about that. So guys, I know I have missed maybe little details about this experience about my antenatal in China, but this is basically what it was. Because I wasn't there for too long. Like I didn't have more than 3 antenatal visits. I think it was around 3 or 4 antenatal visits, so there's no much extra drama to it. But yes, it wasn't too expensive and it wasn't too crazy. Everything was just nice. I've come to the end of today's video. please do like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Then the Lord bless you. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one.